Hey YouTube, Tutor UK, back with another video, and yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because it is a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday, the 10th of October, 7th of October, and you know what I need, don't you?
What's your favorite holiday? The weekend. The weekend? The weekend. That's the weekend. It's the weekend. That's the weekend. Let me go. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
Need a holiday, don't we all need a holiday? I am having a little bit of a mini break actually, so that's quite fitting. I'll probably talk about that later, hence why the video is being recorded today, which is a Wednesday, and I am supping because technically I'm on leave from work, so it's still a holiday, but I'll come to while I'm not filming it at the weekend later on in the video. But yeah, we're back again. This is a bit of a pain in the ass. This is Toonstein. I can't show you the front because I haven't got the front insert, bizarrely. I pulled it off, took it off the shaft, but it is. I can't remember if I showed it before, I don't know. It looks okay. If it doesn't do a. It looks like it's got a track mode. Really out of practice here. It's a Wednesday. Oh, God. Got quite a bit to get through, actually. And something's just turned up literally before I switched the camera on. So, cheers, everybody. If I've done this right, this will be up on the Friday. Fingers crossed. If not, you'll see it like a week later. But yeah, I got some CEX, got some eBay, some Facebook purchases, a couple of Facebook purchases actually to go through. And yeah, some update. Let's do an update. Off the back of the last video, the Snes bundle for the car boot. No, car boots. Car boots are officially done. Especially the ones that are near me, and the sort of winter one that's held in like these big halls. That's literally knocked on their head all until next year because of this, you know, the old scandemic. It's just such a load of bullshit, it really is, and no one's going to tell me otherwise. Each to their own, etc., etc. But I ain't buying it at all. One fucking jot. This ain't going to do fucking anything now, is it? But yeah, talk about updates, talk about car boots. So the Snes, you remember the Snes I showed you? People start saying, oh, it's been signed by Shigeru Miyamoto and stuff like that. This is it, cleaned up. So you've got the obligatory sort of white in there, you know, and it's come up all right, hasn't it? Except that it's not at all. My God, this thing it's fell to pieces. There is one screw. See if I can show it. There's one screw holding it. See all the pins? Look, they've all snapped. There's one screw. Where is it? There. That's holding the whole thing together. And this is the reason why. All of the. If I can show you that. All of the pegs. It's the base of this. It's just literally. I couldn't even clean it. I was cleaning it and bits were just like. Not even shattering, they were just falling away. But the actual top, except it's come up all right. So if anyone's got a base, you know, say if they've got like a top that's all smashed up, I haven't even plugged it in. I think it might work. It was quite corroded inside. I've cleaned up as best I can. I haven't plugged it in. But I did say to people, I'll show you, you know, in the next vid. But my God, it come up all right. But the bottom of it, I mean, I did show the crack anyway, but it's just literally brittle, and there's no point gluing it. You know, I did think that. I thought, you know, this will be all right, I'll glue it a bit, but the more you touch it, the more it just falls to pieces. So there you go, there's an update. And this game is doing absolutely sod all. Bit of a jump cut because I can't be doing with this. We're back. I'm just literally trying to reach over and grab a game. I picked Street Fighter the movie. I haven't got the insert. I have to go through these games. Bits of games. But I do like the hunt, piecing together bits of games. I found another fucking one with bits of games. Bloody Q-Bert's got no insert. Anyone's got an insert for Q-Bert and Street Fighter the Movie in the PlayStation, let me know. But I don't know, fuck it, it's gonna run. Fuck it, we'll do it live, Anyway, showed you the Snes. Yeah, if anyone's got a smashed up one, even if yours doesn't work, I just want the base, essentially. Yeah, do a deal. Buy it, trade it, whatever. Whatever you like, whatever you want. I think, I'm just think... No, I haven't missed anything. Told you about the car boots. Car boots are done. Snes were done. Right, let's do Facebook pickup. First time I think I've bought anything from this group. Retro Tech 100. Kieran, I think that's Kieran is the guy's name who sort of owns. Who is Retro Tech 100 and is his Facebook group. But it's less about him, and it's more just a group. You know, video gaming, retro gaming group. Just bears his name. So there's quite a few people in there. Yeah, hopefully you've all joined groups. A bit like Retro Realm, you know, except stuff like that. Anyway, it's a catch-all kind of group. I think it's all gaming as well. It's modern and stuff. But so I've never really bought anything from there. It's not really buying and selling group per se. I think they do a lot of trades, and they, you know, obviously people just talking about games and all kinds of general gaming chatter. But this guy, Taffy Pudding, no, Taff something. Taff Lewis, something like that. He put a picture up there sort of saying he's had a sort out, found all these bits. They're all sort of PlayStation 1-esque type bits. Would anybody be interested? I think before we put them on eBay, or I can't remember what he said he was going to do with them. And on Retro Tech 100, because it's not like a real buying and selling group, he sort of said, someone make me an offer. And I just sort of said, well, do a tenner. And he come back sort of saying 13 quid, which is like the postage essentially. I said, yeah. And he had like a light gun. And I think I've got one of them in the garage in my bloody like market, you know, storing out box. And they are quite a bit of an item. I mean, I didn't really want it anyway. And I just sort of said to him, said, look, when we sort of went to PMs, I think I might have even said it in the chat, I can't remember. I said, look, don't worry about the gun. If you can't fit the gun in, I'm not bothered. I think he was a bit keen to send me the gun as well. I think he just wanted a shot of it all. But obviously transpired he couldn't fit the gun in the box, which is fine. I said I didn't want the gun anyway. But I did want these bits here. Can we hear that? I can't remember if I've shown this game before, but we're putting it on anyway. So basically £10. I've paid the postage. This has cost me 10 quid. I tell you what, these come through really well packed, and they're super clean. So I've got 3 PlayStation 1 analog controllers, and I thought, you know, God, they've got to be worth more. You know, for what I've paid for this, it's like £1 an item or something daft, and obviously they're clearly worth more than £1 anyway. But they are super clean, and you know, it saves me fucking scrubbing them up. One of the main items I did want, and I have got one of these. I've got I think I've got a Mad Catz one in the garage. But this is mine's like the lighter PlayStation grey. This is the dark grey, and it's just a mouse. PlayStation mouse, Max Play. I don't know who they are. The old ball, little tip for you from the old Amiga days. If your mouse is dirty, knock the ball out. Check your rollers inside. Clean your rollers. Yeah, they're a bit grubby. Yeah, it needs a bit of scrub inside, but that's, you know, we can do dirt. We can do dirt and grime. I mean, it might actually work, but it probably needs a clean. Lock switched. Oh, lovely. So yeah, so a PlayStation Master. That's 4 items there. So even that £1 each, that's 4 quid. This is probably worth more than the rest of it anyway. A really nice original. It's gone really loud now. PlayStation memory card, and you've got one of the little cheap things. I mean, a little slightly obsolete, but still really quite useful. Someone wants to play some backups. Megacom. Yeah, it's fucking really loud in my nug hole now. And the other thing the reason why I picked this, this is not for me. I don't know if he's got it, but he's gonna fucking have it anyway. So what we got there, we've got 2, 3 there, that's £6. If you like, if it's £1 an item. And then this, is this £4 worth? I don't know, but clearly they're worth more than £1 each. And it's a PlayStation Link cable for use with the game consoles. It's a Logic 3 one. So it basically allows you to multi-link 2 consoles up. This is going to, I'm giving this to my mate Rob, he doesn't even know about it yet. But he's got this thing for linking consoles up at this minute. He's linked his PlayStation 2s up. They just look really impressive. I think he might have done PlayStation 1 as well. But there's another cable for him, just in case he wants to do it again, because, you know, I know the kind of guy he is. So, £10. His name's Taff something. Taffy Lewis, I want to say. But, yeah, I thought a couple of nice little controllers there. The memory card, I mean, the memory card's worth probably about £4 on its own. PlayStation 1, about £1 for every time someone at Donny or another market asked me if I've got any PlayStation memory cards. I would have had about 55, no, not 55, probably about £15. Must have been asked 10-15 times. So I do take some like little box memory cards, PlayStation 1 and GameCube, and a little bit N64. No one really asked for PlayStation 2 memory cards, but them ones, man. But I think the price has gone up a little bit as well. Who was telling me about memory cards? Dunk, was it Dunk? The old third-party 128 ones on the PlayStation 2 were £6 in CX. So it's gone down. I've got a fucking drawer full of memory cards. Anyway, that's that Facebook purchase. I might leave that till the end. There's not a great deal. There's quite a bit of CEX, some nice stuff, and you know, unlike some channels, that you may find on YouTube, this here channel is just retro. It doesn't have retro the title, so it's not fucking clickbait. I don't call myself Retro 2 to UK and then start showing you 360 and PS3 tat. I might add. And this is my first. I've not had a drink since Sunday. The fucking longest I've gone since the lockdown, I think. So I could go from 0 to 10 and be completely fucking hammered by the end of the video. I don't do things by half. It's all in or it's nothing. Fuck God, man. What is it with everybody buying free? The only one who's got seen any fucking sense is Eddie. In his last video, he's finally fucking selling the 360 tap. Fucking Ada. Yeah, some of it's worth a bit of money. Watching Rob Gurnaldinho's. The only thing it's worth watching them channels, no offence, like, I'm not being disingenuous here, for me, is to find out which ones are worth money. Because I see them at the car boot and it's like, oh, someone wants £1 from me, you buy them, they're worth 10p. But there are some gems. Hands up, there are some gems and there are some, I wouldn't sort of say great games, but valuable games. So like I say, watching some of the channels is worthwhile purely as a very selfish knowledge gathering exercise. But my God, man, it's just like to start collecting them and have a. I mean, they get, like I said, like a couple of videos going back. No, my sod's law, my luck, they'll be like fucking worth, like, I don't know, Jaguar type levels of rareness. I'm not sure FIFAs and PESs and Call of Duties will ever get to that stage. But look, you know, if I'm proven wrong, then I'll be the first one to bear my ass in Broadgate. But obviously, look, it's like anything. Once it goes out and give it, what, 10, 15 years, then, yeah, granted. But it's just not for me. Not in the minute. I don't think I ever really said that about the PlayStation 1 or 2. I know there's a lot of people again, going back when I started YouTube, they were really anti PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. Not as, I mean, some people probably say I'm anti like Xbox 360 and PS3, but no, trust me, it was like a big no-no. Totally no-no. But I was never in that sort of camp. I was all sort of, you know, could sort of appreciate it. But I think the thing is with the 360 and PS3, it doesn't feel retro either. I don't know if that makes sense. But we'll see. Time will tell. Some of you guys there could be sitting on an absolute gold mine, or it could just be a load of landfill. I'm looking at you, Lewis. Wish wash with them stupid duck things. Fucking hell. Fucking, just like the old fucking Cocoa Pops, Funko Pop bullshit. There's just landfill waiting to happen, isn't there? Each to their own. Talk about each to their own. So I've just been buying old fucking paper again. More old paper. So this popped up on the bay, on the Evil Bay. Yeah, we'll do eBay. What was the title? It was just something like Mean Machine. No, was it retro magazines or something? It was something weird because it's not all just Mean Machines. It was like I'll show you one of them anyway. And it was like $9.99. I think that's all it was. I don't think it was any. I think it's $9.99 free postage. And I was like, so I sat and waited, and because it's bids only. Is something going wrong with my speakers? Or is that just me? Oh, the old B&O might be on its way out. It sounds like that right speaker has just started working. Oh, that's not good. Fucking Sydney Steve sold me a flanker. You fucking cockney bastard. You wait till I get my hands on you. And your little skimpy shorts. Little short jeans. I've seen you in Alex's video. Who has commented on that? Yeah, that speaker's just kicked in again. Oh, Sydney Steve with his rolled up trousers. Was it Mr. Bads? Fucking. It might just be the shit game. Anyway. It just made me jump because I did think that's what I thought the volume was going up and down, unless I'm fucking going deaf in my old age. Anyway, fucking magazines, eBay, £9. I think it's £9.99, something stupid. Bids only. Waited. Put a little bit more in, and I won it for the asking rate, which is a tenner. I only really wanted this one out of it. There's like a little tip book that came with it. There was another magazine which I've since sold. I've sold the other magazine with another one for like £7 after postage. I think it was like a tenner. So £3, whatever. But it's basically paid for its fucking self. Let alone this magazine here. So after all that fucking waffle, and it is in great condition, we have got the best of Mean Machines. 1 to 5. And it's a bit chunky. But yeah, I got this it was in a bundle. This was the other one that come with it, Enforce. I had a few Enforces. I didn't like the art style on these. I'm not going to talk too long. But it's all this kind of like hand-drawn, I don't know, is it like painted? I just didn't like, I don't know. Yeah, because a lot of it was like that. So I was a bit of a super plate, well, you know that anyway. And just that's, going back, this is very like English. I think that's the thing. Whereas I was just so enamoured with the Japanese style of thing. Anyway, there's Enforce. There was an issue with Mean Machines, which I've sold with another one, and I've got about £7 back out of the £10. And I've got this, which, if anyone knows, you know, some of this can go for about 30 odd quid. Fucking sinister. But this is, like I say, in absolutely fantastic condition. I've got the set now of Mean Machines, but this is quite a nice little. Just to round it off, probably the only thing is a little rip tear there, but you know, for a tenner, well, not even a tenner now. It's probably like a couple of quid. So chuffed to bits of that. Did it come with another one? Oh no, it didn't. It came with another issue of V Machine. Sorry, it did. It came with fucking hell, what number was it? Something like number 16. It was one that's got Street Fighter on the front, but it came with the stickers. So I've upgraded my one, which is somewhere. Don't know what I'm doing that for, because I've just put it in the pile. So there was 2 other issues of Mean Machine, the N-Force and that. I think it might have said Mean Machine's bundle or Retro Magazine bundle or something. I can't remember. It didn't really, you know, it's just one of them weird ones that just sort of slipped through the net. But I say the other Mean Machines, the one with Street Fighter, it's still got the stickers on, so I've upgraded mine. I haven't sold that duplicate on yet, but I did sell the other duplicate on, which was, I think, was the WrestleMania one. Not WrestleMania, Legion of Doom. You can all find that on eBay anyway. Right. What to do first? Should we do a bit of CEXing? Let's do a bit of CEXing. Fair bit to get through here. A little bit to talk about. Maybe some changes. Not changes. Some direction. Some people call me the spectator. Some people call me a twat. Everybody calls me a twat. Let me move over. Oh, God, that's just going on here. This has got to be one of them videos. I can feel it. Right. CEX. CE motherfucking X. Was it last? I can't remember. Fucking losing track of time here. I built up some credit, not loads. And I can't remember if I showed you some of the stuff. I did, didn't I? I did show the car boot stuff that I said I was going to go to CEX. Fucking sure I did. Anyway, this is kind of the fruits of the labour. You know, whacked all that into the fucking sausage. The CEX sausage machine, I like to call it. And this is what's come out to the end. And for those people that sort of said about this one, right? Nah, it's all right. It's a proper one. So I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to get it. It was like probably too expensive for what I paid for it, but I paid it with credit. I've got the loose car of Kevin Keegan's Player Manager on the Snes. So them that even give a shit and watch may have known. I've got the box, just the box and the tray. No fucking manual. So if anyone's got a manual for shitty Kevin Keegan's Player Manager, let me know. But I did get it off my good mate Little Lee. So that here is said box, and it did have the game in it. It does have the game in it. Just wanted to show you. And the game is this one. Look at this. Look it. That is not the same fucking. Anyone's telling me that is not. That's a legit label. I mean, it probably is, but it's like it's just the French. It's a French label. I can tell from the writing. FAH. Whereas that says UKV. Look, let me show you. That says UKV. But if that's the French label, look how shit. And I don't even think it's discoloured from sunlight. I just think it's just a shit label, or someone's just stuck. I mean, you're not going to reproduce that. I wouldn't have thought so. But anyway, this is going back in. This is going in the box. So if anyone's got a manual, I don't want to buy the whole game again. I mean, you know, it's just one of them ones I might. If we ever back to normal and we have a fucking event and a show, it might be one of them ones that you can pick a manual up from. But yeah, at least I ain't got OCD, but there's some things that have to be right, and that really was starting to fucking annoy the shit out of me. So that's done. All thanks to CEX, the mighty CEX. Right, a couple of little crackers here. This one came today. I had to do a bit of a clean up. It's come up all right. I need to just double check my case. And then this other one came a God, a couple of weeks back now, with a different, I can't remember which fucking car boot credit it was. It was some credit, and I've seen it on there. I've got it on the Saturn. It is one of these ones that that spans. It's not on the Cube though. It's only on the PlayStation 1 and the Saturn. And sort of checked it as tell you guys. If anything obscure, a little bit not obscure, but out of the norm pops up on CEX, see how many's in stock, have a quick check on eBay, just to sort of compare the going rates and stuff like that. And this one I thought, you know what, let's take a punt. And it's come through, it's complete. I did have to change the box. It was like fucking, look, it'd been on about like 60 a day. It was really like yellow, and I thought it was the insert, but it's not, it was the box. Fucking speakers, man. And it is Wiz. Oh, fucking Billy Wiz. Them's at night. No, it's not Billy Wiz. It'd be nice if it was a bit of Billy Wiz, but it's not. It is just called Wiz. 1, 2, 3D. Wiz takes you into a third dimension, 3D perspective. Wiz is the new generation game that all platform addicts have been waiting for. Allegedly. There you go, 141. And just for the record, and again, I'm not like fucking blowing smoke up my own arse here. Everyone keeps sort of saying, oh, we're showing the numbers now because of Mark. I've been showing the fucking numbers on PlayStation games for the longest time, and I didn't start it. It was actually Mr. Neckbreaker. I can't remember what his fucking name, what his other YouTube name is now, and I never realised it. So I'm not saying it's me that started doing it, and I'm whatever. But we ain't showing numbers just because of Mr. Burnt Out Culture. Trust me. As much as I like Mark, he ain't that important. He is important, but he's not that important. And I ain't that important because I didn't start doing it. I found it out from Mr. Neckbreaker. So you need to know your history. But yeah, 141. Mr. Wiz, it is all complete. I say, it's Konami. Edward. But yeah, the case it came in was like yellow. I was like, oh, it's not Sunfade. And then when I took it all out, it's fine. To be honest, I have got it in the wrong case because it's an early release. It shouldn't have the hologram on. But I thought, rather than having like a fucking B&H edition of Wiz, I thought I'll just put it in a clean case. It's not the end of the world. I'm not that fucking, it has to be all proper. And it has to have the poster in it and the mail away. As long as the case is decent, it's complete, that's fine. Obviously, I wouldn't put it in the wrong size case because that'd be stupid. Right, talking of different size cases. God, this game's fucking eluded me for the longest time. Well, not this game complete. I've had it twice. Well, I've got it without a manual. And I had it again without a manual. But the case was a bit cracked up. I sent that one over to Dainster. I don't think he realised how expensive a game it was. And again, just keeping my eye on CEX. One did pop up and I sent it back because it didn't have the manual. This one came through, like I said, today. I had to do a bit of a clean up on the case. It has got a crack in it. I don't think my one has. It's in there somewhere. I'll have to dig it out. But it has got the manual. It is complete. And it is the mighty ray tracers. So, yeah, Taito. It is a spiritual successor to Chase HQ. But say it technically is a duplicate for me, but mine didn't have the fucking manual. And now I do. Got a little piece together these fuckers. And again, that's 741. Not for Mr. fucking Burnout, but for everybody else who might want to care to know. That is a great little game. I think I've had that playing in the background before as well. I'm sure it, because Mr. Dave played games badly. He did his usual thing. Need. Spending his money. And do some fucking jobs around the house. Not like me at all. Right. Still CX. Still CX. But still retro. The only 360 PS3 tat you'll see on this fucker is the shit I'm sending to CX. Right. Hear that noise? Creepy plastic bag time. So, I've been sort of umming and ahhing, toing and froing. I can't remember what. Well, I do know what's caused it. And I thought to myself, you know what? Let's have a look. Let's see how far down the road we are, realistically speaking, with this. And I've kind of had to sort of bend the rules. Well, I have had to bend the rules basically, because there's certain things I ain't willing to buy. No, not at the minute anyway. I'll put it that way. Swallow a pill here. My good mate Rob was right. We are attempting. And I'm going to say a PAL set, but it might not be the PAL releases. It might just be the PAL games, which I think there's 249 in this set. So certain individuals will know which set I'm on about. But mine might not be all PAL ones, but there will be those games. If I'll show you again. Anyway, look, we're going for NES. We're going for NES. The two that I got from the shop, it's kind of just like, I don't know. I play all these on everything and anything, I know that. But I thought, fuck it, let's just do it. Because I've dug out the ones out the back, fucking there, the other box ones and stuff, gone through everything. You know, and some of them are missing manuals and this, that, and the other. And for a lot of people, the cardboard and it doesn't matter. And it doesn't really matter to me, but if I can get them like that, I will. If the price is right, etc., etc. But generally, loose cart. So, Ski or Die. So I've got Skate or Die, box complete. These are all CX ones, all been cleaned. They're all reasonable. You know, they're not. Some of them are minters. There's one or two a little bit meh, but they're a couple of quid. I thought, fuck it, let's have them. So Ski or Die. This is probably the worst one. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The back, but that's replaceable anyway. There was a little bit of label peel at the top. I'm not gonna, you know, it's 4 quid, and there's a little bit of discolouring on the plastic there. I don't know anything about these games. Just put it out there. This one and the other one, I could have. You know when you get, well, you might not know, but for them to know, they'll understand. When you're collecting retro games and you're doing it as sort of long as I have and whatnot, you tend to what do they call it? The Mandela effect. Is it the Mandela effect, where you start believing something that has no relevance in the actual reality or what's actually happened? But I think the Mandela effect is more like, you know, Elvis isn't dead or something like that. Or like, I think it come from people sort of said Nelson Mandela was dead and he actually wasn't, but everyone believed it and it become the norm. Because everyone said it just become the default. But in my head, this is how it plays out, because there's things, because I've been looking at these games for fucking years and years and years and years, I've convinced myself that I own them. And because stuff's stashed in there and I can't see it properly and I can't look at it properly and whatnot, I just start to assume that I've got these things. So obviously looking at the NES, I did get the set, because obviously I would have used Retro Collect, but that's no longer here. So Retro Ram, if you are on Facebook, you're on a member of Retro Ram, Paul Murdoch, fellow admin on there, has done a great job. He's created a spreadsheet. You can see it in the files within Retro Ram, and I thought, I'll have a fucking butcher's of that. I've downloaded it. I mean, he's done it all like funky with this, that, and I just wanted the basics, because obviously what I want to do as well is add in, or which I have done, is add in the sort of US exclusives and stuff like that. I'm sure it's 249 UK PAL. And I thought, right, let's fucking get everything off the shelves. We'll fucking log it all properly so it's all logged. And like I said, I could have convinced myself that I had both of these games. But it turns out I don't. Unless I've completely fucked up and I've missed it. But the first one is Double Dribble, which is an iconic basketball game. Double Dribble. And the other one I'm missing is Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel. Fucking every time I see it, I say that I have something like, yeah, I've got Blades of Steel. And I've got Double Dribble. I haven't got them at all. Well, I've got Double Dribble now. I haven't got Blades of Steel. But I convinced myself I had. And it's like, fucking hell, that's why I miss Retro Collect sometimes. I must, you know, it's... It's a long story short. Anyway. Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2. See all of these are Palais. Again, in great condition. And I think, was this the last one that Al needed? I'm not going to call him Planet Retro, I'm going to call him Planet Fake. Planet fucking Clickbait. Fucking taking Mega Drive off. Putting Mega Drive in the fucking cupboard and putting 360 tat on the shelves. Fucking hell, man. Tell you what, some people pay £1 and collect shit just to make a fucking video. Stop doing it, Alan. Say that PS4 shit. Just mugging yourself off, mate. You're wasting money. Anyway. I'm sure this was the last one he needed. Was it Jungle Book? I'm sure it's a Disney one. I don't know if it's Jungle Book. Anyway, from CEX. Probably the most expensive one. At £7, £8 maybe. But it was the only one on there. Sort of bagged that. Again, in great condition. So, yes, Robert, you were right. And I'm sure I won't hear the end of it. And I think a few other people said it, but Robert definitely did say it. So the point I was getting at before I started talking about these was there's certain games that I've got, like Castlevania, not Dracula's Curse, Castlevania 3. Is it Dracula's Curse? It might be Dracula's Curse, I can't fucking remember. Castlevania 3 anyway. I've got that American. I've got Metroid box complete in lovely condition, American. So I've got the game, I just haven't got the PAL version. So initially what I'm doing is, it's basically the 249 games, how they currently stand is, I've just listed them as, have I got them, regardless of the region. And to be honest, there's only a couple that are that are US, because I mean the US library is massive. Is it like 700 odd games, I think? But a lot of mine actually are PAL ones anyway. But there's a couple, as aforementioned, that aren't. And that's probably only because, you know, price and circumstance, essentially. But, you know, as things move on and stuff, I may be able to acquire them, you know. If I build up some like CX credit at some point, there's a copy in there, I'll probably buy it. But what was I going to say? Yes, I was at looking at this. I think it was 170, so it might be a little bit higher. I might be like 175 at the 249. So, like I say, when I put all the games into the spreadsheet, and I looked at it, I thought, that's really doable. I'm not saying it's going to be a piece of piss, so I've got to get that fucking miracle piano. Dana! And I'm sure there'll be a few other tricky ones there. Off the top of it, I couldn't tell you. I've got some of the weird, so there's Australian ones, there's Italian ones, and there's the unlicensed ones. So I've got a couple of unlicensed ones. I've got the Dizzy, I've got Micro Machines, I've got Tiny Toons 2. I think I got that off Little Lee as well, from Australia. I can't remember. There's like I say, there's not many, but there's a handful from each of those regions that, you know, may prove tricky to get. But I'm not, you know, these are not complete, all complete in box or anything like that. they'll just be loose carts. Worst case. Best case, they'll be complete in box. But that's not the aim. That's not really the aim of it. So that is CEX done. I've still got some eBay here, and I've got a Facebook, and that's it then. So before that, what I was sort of saying about the holiday at the start, because COVID, everything else has gone on. It's been like just stupid. So I've basically, not that you really fucking care anyway, but I've accrued, or not accrued, but I've kept too much holiday at work. So you can only carry so many over. It just basically stops people ended up with like fucking, half a year that they can take off. So you can only usually carry over like 5 days. But because of the COVID thing, they like to be 15. And I was at about 17. And my holiday resets again this month, October. And it would like, obviously I'm going to lose days, essentially. My brother lives in Skegness, so I thought, you know what, let's go, I'll go and see him. Go and fucking see him. Obviously it's not the ideal time, because everything's shit. But I thought, well, I might as well, I haven't seen him all year. Because I kept sort of saying, oh, when it gets better, when it gets better, it never let's be honest, it's got fucking worse, probably. So I sort of said to my mate Rob, who's got a caravan at Skegness, I sort of said to him, Skegness Council have extended the season. I don't know, not sure if you're aware. They've extended the season because obviously due to COVID, blah 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 blah. And just for his information, because when you own a caravan and you're paying the standing fee, you want to get the most out of it. So normally I think the season runs from March to, I want to say, late September, early October. I think early October is when you go down and you start sort of winterfying your caravans. I remember my mate John, his mum and dad, they had a caravan, and that's what used to have to happen. The school half term, go down and winterfy the caravan. I was just really letting him know. And he goes, oh, what? Anyway, long story short is I sort of said, look, I'm going to see my brother, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, well, do you want to, you can, like, stay at my right, actually what he said was, I don't mind giving you a lift down, because I was going to go from Friday and come back on the Monday, because it's all off-peak then, in terms of the trains. And he sort of said, well, I can drop you down Friday, you can hop in with me, but he said, I've got to come back Sunday afternoon. And I was like, well, look, it's not set in stone. It's just I've got the Friday and the Monday off. So long story short is, anyway, we're both going to go down, see my brother, say hello and stuff like that, and have a bit of a weekend away. And it's weird because I didn't even realise this until later on, but this weekend would have been Blackpool. So how weird's that? So instead of Blackpool, we've got Skeggy. Hence, stuff at the start with holiday. So yeah, it's just odd. So my holiday is Skeggy. Better than that though, eh? Hence why the video's in the midweek. Because I thought, well, I'm not going to have a chance to do it, and this stuff's just going to build up. Not like there's likely to be much added to it, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And we've still got more to go through. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave these till last, because one of these is a beaut, man. It's something I've been after for a while. But what came through earlier was, this has just come through earlier, like I said. So, a bit of a live unboxing. For your consumption. I would say your pleasure, but you're probably not going to enjoy it as much as me. Now, what's the guy's done here? Is that the bottom, is that the top? Ugh. No. Right, we're in. Right, what we've got here is this. So, more old paper. You're seeing this as I'm seeing it. Can you see it? So I've got more Me Machines. It's the one on the top as well I was after. So again, this was on a bid. I messaged the guy, sort of said, look, what's the chances of, you know, I kind of get people want to let things run because they want to get the most for what they want. 100%, you know, 1,000,000%. But you have to ask. You have to ask sometimes, don't you? So look, I only want one thing. I don't think there's any bids on it at that time. And I sort of just said to the chap, look, would you sell me that one? And he sort of said, I want to let it run. Like, fine, get it. I think he had a starting bid. I think he did. Oh, yes. It's the only one I'm bothered about. I mean, I'll go through them and upgrade anyone's. So, going back to the last vid and dovetailing off the earlier Me Machines, these are all Me Machines ones. So the guy obviously wasn't interested in sort of splitting up, get that, let it run for bids, and I thought, you know what, because I've actually sort of been chipping away at buying Me Machines and buying stuff. Some people, I don't know what it is with people with auctions on eBay. They think they're going to make millions, and it doesn't work that way. I'm not really an auction person. I generally just prefer to buy it and be done with it. But obviously some people, they like the auctions. What did they have them up for? 30? I think the starting bid might have been sort of 30 odd. Or did it get to 30 odd? I can't remember. But I put an offer. I put an offer which was significantly higher. Look, these were, because I added them up. You know, generally speaking, depending on the number on Me Machines, they're at least a tenner each. You know, all in. So some of the sort of more common ones, like I said, that Legion of Doom one, like a tenner, 10, 11 quid. Less your fees, which is £1, less your post, which is like £3 or whatever, you know, depending on how you package it and stuff like that. But I sort of generally looked at £10 an issue, give or take. Some of the, like I say, the more sought after ones are way more than £10. So you've got to be careful. It's not a hard and fast rule. So I looked at this one and thought, well, I want that issue anyway, so I didn't give two fucks. So I went, go big or go home. And I won it for like about, I think it was like £7 posted. It literally was like whatever the amount someone had bid at that point. It was like £1 more, and I just won the fucking. It was at a weird time as well. I can't remember when it ended. It might have been like early morning, like 10:30 or something stupid. Long story short, is a big pile of Me Machines, but the one that I was after is issue 3. With no tape, no sellotape. Dave Burstall, thank you. I must say to Dave, I mean, I just sort of kind of think about it, but not as in much detail as he did. He said, "Oh, you could probably get it restapled," which was a great shout. But now I don't need to. I mean, it's not perfect, but this is like, it's intact. It's intact. It's not. Doesn't need anything doing to it. So we've got a nigh on complete Me Machines, but there's shitloads in here, and I'll just sell these on. I'm not making no bones about it. I'll go through them all, and I'll just see which ones. A big pile of them. Look, you can see here, they're not needed, but I'll pick out the ones that are upgrades for me. And like I say, they're circa £10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. There's nearly 100 quid. There's 10 magazines there. 10 extra magazines, and I've paid 41 quid for all of them. So I've only got to get, I mean, for me, I would have paid him like 20 quid for issue 3. Honestly, I would have just said, I'll give you 20 quid and be done with it. So that's how I look at it. You know, if I can get that magazine for free, then everything's out fucking golden. but he just wasn't interested. I mean, it might not have been a really, you know, he might just have had these, it might have been his sons or his daughters, or it could be anything, couldn't it? They just want to fucking sell them. And I'm not going to moan because it's obviously worked out really well for me. So that's one thing, and then the last stuff, and then I'll let you go and have a good weekend, because I'll be in sunny Skeggy at this point, all things being equal. Playing video games, drinking beer, soaking up the rays. So off the mighty retro round, I don't know who this guy is. I've seen him pop up now. I think he might have been a new member. I can't remember. A new member, I can't remember. I'm not poking it, know it. And yeah, he had a handful of box and manuals for a couple of N64 games. And I'm always keen to complete sets, because obviously I've got a full N64 set, not all box complete. And he had one or two listed, and he had this one listed, and I was like, oh my god. So I was fucking up there like a fucking rat up a drain pipe. Sent me some more pictures, yada yada yada, back and forth, and I was like, he said a price. I think I might have, did I knock him down a little bit? I can't remember. But oh my god, so happy to get this. So happy. But before that, what he just sort of saying PMs, and these weren't listed, so it's not dodgy, it's not backdooring, because they weren't advertised anywhere. He did advertise the rest of them that he said to me. He goes, well look, because I said to him, look, I've got a full N64 set. Said a lot of them are loose carts, probably like 50-50 loose carts. Some of them are boxed, so I'm always looking out for boxes and manuals. He said, well, I have got some others. I said, I haven't listed them yet, because these are like not in as good condition. I was thinking about four boxes and manuals for different games, and the other ones I definitely had got boxed. But this one he showed me, say, outside of the listing, and he was like, look, it ain't great. It's got the manual, and I sort of said, well, what do you want for it? He goes, a £5. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it's South Park. I don't think I've got this. Well, for that, a £5 with the manual. I've put it in a box protector. It's had an iron. It wasn't in the greatest shape, and he was honest. Can't remember the fucking chap's Ross Hamilton. It is Ross Hamilton. But let's be honest, it's not gonna fucking, not even gonna come out. It's not gonna come out ever. Not even for this video. You little bastard. You little bastard. But it is. It's one of these weird. Because there's no weight in it. I'm not put a cart in it. I haven't dug them out. Let's get that one off there. Right. I'll show thee. I'll show thee. It's one of these fucking boxes. So the front's alright. It's the sides. And what is meant to be the locking tab. But obviously not saying it was Ross. But when you start opening from the locking tab, it fucks it up. You always open from the right hand side. Always, but anyway, that's by the by. But this, like I say, he was honest enough that this one has got the internal tray. But when he showed me the pictures, it was like fucking mullered. I said, well, look, I can give it an iron. I said, worst case is I'll obviously strip that out and I'll put a tray in there, and it'll hopefully give it some form. And he was like, oh, that's a good idea. But that end there, I don't know, because it's bowed to death, man. And I couldn't, if you iron it too much, you start stripping it all away. So I think the best bet I might have to do there is put a bit of reinforced cardboard, strengthen it up so it's flush. Because what it's starting to do, you see, it's starting to chew into, where these are meant to be locking tabs, see it there? Where they start to fail, which you have a little bit here, because obviously they keep getting pulled fucking out, it starts to chew the neck up too much. You see how it's ripped, so you don't get a flush lock. But I don't know, I might just reinforce that end, get done with it, put the game in, because let's be honest, we ain't gonna fucking play it, are we? And I've done. What I don't like about these inbuilt ones is because the manual sits on top. When you push that flap up when the game's in there, it usually butts up against it, and I don't like that. That's how you get all them kinks and fucking bubbling in manuals and stuff. So what's this in the box protector? Give it a bit of form. Body form for you. Anyway, shut up, Stu. Told you three. Not even. They're not pints. Anyway. I looked at it. 440ml. So 8 cans of 440ml is equal to 6 pints. That's all. So that's all, but it's not 8. People think 8 cans is like 8 pints. It's not. It's about 6 pints. And we've not even had 3. But the fucking creme de la creme, piece de resistance. And this is quite nice. You know, it's not perfect. And to be honest, I've said this before, sometimes with things like this you don't want them to be perfect. You want a little bit of patina. You want to, you know, there's lots of, a bit of an honest copy. And it is the mighty Conker's Fab Birthday. Conker's Fab Birthday. Conker's Fab Birthday. So I've got the loose cart, the box, you know, little nicks. That could be a bit of fucking the old print of the stick, and there, knock them ends into shape. This is a different, because it's such a late release. It's got a slightly different style, but honestly, lovely. I mean, that manual is fucking crisp. Look at that. So obviously, look, it weren't cheap. It's 85 quid. I'll fucking tell you. I'm not one of these fucking knobheads that don't. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid. It's got the old warnings. I had some eBay tokens. So old Ross basically got 90 quid out of me. But like I said, a little bit of a sump, but I just prefer it like this than it to be fake. You know what I mean? And it is the old dark cardboard, not the white. Yeah, it's got all the numbers, all the flaps. That's what I said. Oh, what your flaps like, Ross? And he was like, yeah, they're fine. The old, but yeah, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. My man Keats said that. So I've got to dig out, touch that up, touch them corners up, dig out my my cartridges. But yeah, I mean, Conker's now complete in that state. I've paid 85. What I reckon, 250, 300 maybe. Good investment, man. Because on a cart on its own is only like about 90 quid. I've paid 85. Get what I mean? So that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Right, anyway, I'm going to go now. Leave us all to it. Hope you have a great weekend. And I'll speak to you soon, YouTube. Take it easy. Bye-bye.